Hi, I'm Sarah Cleedham, and I'm the Director of Development at Listening House of St. Paul. If you're not familiar with Listening House, we are a daytime drop-in shelter for people who are experiencing homelessness or deep isolation. What you may not know is most of the overnight shelters where people sleep overnight close during the day, and there's nowhere for people to go. So that's why Listening House is here. We provide an area for people to get some rest during the day. We have bathrooms and showers. We provide to guests physical needs, clothing, appropriate for the season, some food, personal hygiene. And one of the most important things we do is we help guests get IDs and birth certificates in order to help them gain employment and housing. We provide space for our guests to work with our partners and outreach workers to help them get some of those things that they need. Listening House welcomes the community through radical hospitality, and we do this with a lens of dignity for everyone and with a trauma-informed and anti-racism lens. Listening House opened in 1983. And ourselves, we have been homeless on a couple of occasions. And one of our new things is that we did open a second location last year. One of the challenges our guests deal with on a day-to-day basis is that there's different rules for different people. For example, you've seen this photo of someone in a hammock in a state park or a city park, taking a nap, reading, maybe even having a cocktail. And that's fine. That's great. That's what people want to see in parks. But if one of our guests happens to lay down and take a nap in the park, they're often asked to leave and are given a different set of rules and expectations. And that's something they struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Because we've been around for so long and have done this work, we have the ability to pivot when we need to and act very nimbly. We went for a long time with a small staff of around 5 people. And then over the course of this last year, opening another shelter, we have 35 employees. But in the operation we have, we're still able to pivot quickly, whether it's in response to a community need or if there's a guest suggestion, we're able to do that. We received $19,000 from You A Giving Women just at the beginning of the pandemic. And so that money was used to do all those things that I mentioned earlier, help secure birth certificates and provide for some physical needs and clothing and underwear. We did have a brief closure during COVID to kind of thin out our furniture to allow for social distancing. And we started a screening process for guests when they come in. During the lockdown, hundreds of more people were camping in the city of St. Paul. And St. Paul and Ramsey County asked us to open an additional shelter. And we did that on January 4th, 2020. And our partners in that work was a lot of city departments, the mayor's office, local community councils, as well as the direct care provider partners that meet with our guests on a daily basis. We want to thank you very much for your gift and encourage you to check out our video Radical Hospitality, which will give you an even better snapshot on the work that we do. Thank you very much.